Passing offenses. The Vikings are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Texans, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Minnesota Vikings. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Across the 30 to the 32. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Second down following the run. Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. And that's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. And it's Roethlisberger, their captain. He's the one who's still down on the ground here. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go.
Watson now going to run the option right. He pitches it, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, it's Watson. This is intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
To throw on 2nd down is Savage. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's Savage now on second. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
gun. Savage. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll go again with Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Here's Savage on first down. The Sanders has got it complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first. In motion is Fedorowicz. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Savage now to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alec Ogletree in there to get him for a loss of 5. Second down. Here's Savage. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, here's Savage. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try again with Bell. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Le'Veon Bell, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is going to field that one. Knocked down hard. And here comes the Texans now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Time running out here on the play clock. To throw is Watson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Watson now on second down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on second is Watson. To the right and complete to Galladay. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Flushed out right. And avoids the contact by sliding. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Here we go. Let's go.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some room to work. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
Here we go.
Watson off play action. And this one is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go. Try 38.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parsons. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it second and short. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now it's Savage. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Savage leading his guys up following the sack. They face a 3rd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19. Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Savage now to throw. He's going to go for a big play now. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he is leveled. Knocked down hard near the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90.
Savage from the shotgun snap. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Savage into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Stays on his feet. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And now out comes Minnesota. And tough starting field position here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And he's got some space here. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parsons. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down following the run.
Let's go. One, nine, flex round.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Here we go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Flex round. Ohio. Flex round.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And back to the air. Savage on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the wideout in motion.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll fake the handoff with Savage. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Watson now going to run the option right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused? Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw over the middle, complete. That's Parsons, and down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
To throw is Watson, looking to throw on 2nd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Max Bulla leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw, Watson being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. Telvin Smith in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Off of play action, Savage. And his throw here's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Savage now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Watson. His throw incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Come on, let's go.
Watson now to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 23. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the third down pass falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. Still going. Now he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Now it's Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go. White none.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
What's that? What's that? All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
After the interception, here's Savage. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now it's Savage. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
I got 87. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Check
Now Savage. And he will find his man on the outside. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Le'Veon Bell with time running out, and the Vikings have taken the lead. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. So it'll be first down here after the run. One last throw here for Watson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield.